Hey guys, I'm Heather from healthyeatingstartshere.com. Today I'm going to start off by taking a look at a little bit of a different topic, and that is learning. I've had a few roles as a teacher in my life so far. I've taught swimming lessons, skating lessons, I've even taught flight training lessons for people to learn how to be a pilot. And what I've noticed is the common theme through my training for all of those types of teaching jobs is that there are different methods that people will learn best with. So some people learn by listening, some people learn by reading, and some people learn by doing. I love to read, and that's probably the way I learn best, but I also need to learn by doing for certain things. So usually, even if there is one area that you're best at, you learn even better by having a combination of those three methods. And I do learn by listening, but I have to write and take notes so that audio input gets put out in writing. So I've noticed that personality, your own personality, and your perspective on life, as well as your method of learning, will have an impact on how you interpret information, how you ingest it and internalize it and really get it into your mind. So how this relates to nutrition is that I get a lot of requests for people to get suggestions on what books they should read about nutrition, about healthy eating, or about cooking. And there are a ton of books that I could recommend. And what I think happens is, because of these factors of how you learn, how you see the world, there are going to be things that you'll learn differently from different books. So I like to read a whole wide range of nutrition and healthy eating books, because what I find is that every time I read a new book, I'm going to pick up something new. And usually what I pick up is a new perspective on nutrition. So yes, I pick up facts and data and stuff like that, but really what I like to learn is those different perspectives. So I have three favorites that I wanted to share with you today. One of them is called Healing with Whole Foods by Paul Pitchford, and it takes a look at Chinese medicine and how that integrates with modern scientific-based nutrition. So he kind of melds those two worlds, and those are two that I identify really strong with. And I find the combination that he goes through really effective. Then another favorite is called Staying Healthy with Nutrition by Elson Haas. I don't know exactly how to pronounce his last name, Haas. I have these books posted on my blog, by the way, if you want to check them out at healthyeatingstartshere.com. Anyway, so Staying Healthy with Nutrition is Elson Haas. Please forgive me if I pronounce that incorrectly. And his book it's a holistic nutrition book, but it takes the scientific Western medicine approach to nutrition. So it's more of a typical perspective, but just shifted to see how that perspective works on the body as a whole, as opposed to all of the individual parts. And then my third favorite book gives me an even different perspective, and that is The Complete Book of Ayurvedic Home Remedies by Vasant Lad. And what that is a book on Ayurveda, which, if you don't know what that is, it's the Indian-based medicine. So most people have heard by now of Chinese medicine, but Indian medicine and Ayurveda is another type of way of looking at how the body's system of energy works together. And so he takes a look at the three different doshas, which are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and how you can balance them, how you can see if you're out of balance for your particular body type, and then a whole section full of home remedies and ways to deal with any kind of illnesses that you get, how to deal with them in a different way depending on your body type. So those three books give me three hugely different perspectives. And I have a whole ton of other books that I love, but each one is going to be different for different people. So if you ask me for a recommendation, I'm going to say to you, well, how do you learn best? If you learn best by listening, then you might want to pick up some audiobooks. If you learn best by reading, then yes, a traditional book is going to be fantastic for you. But even within those broad categories, you have to think about which perspective is going to click with your mind best. So if you don't agree with Chinese medicine at all, then a book on Chinese medicine and nutrition is not going to have any effect on you, because you're going to say, oh, this is all crap, right? So it all depends on what you think and how you see the world, and whether you want to get all those different perspectives or whether you want to reinforce how you see the world and just gain new information. So what I want to know is, what are your favorite health books or nutrition books or cooking books? Which kind of book blew your mind? What made you see the whole world of nutrition in a different way? I'd love to hear from you guys, so go ahead and post, and be sure to check out the list of those 3 books if you want more information on the blog at healthyeatingstartshere.com.